attendance and those watching worldwide, welcome to the Falcon Natatorium. We'd like to welcome all Falcon fans to our Senior Recognition Day. The water polo team would like to thank the 6 senior players and 2 senior managers for their past 4 years of commitment. Here to congratulate the seniors today, we have the Director of Athletics, Mr. Nate Pine, and the Associate Athletic Director of Athletic Programs, Mr. George Nelson. In Air Force tradition, the Director of Athletics, Nate Pine, will be handing our seniors an Athletic Director coin. First, from Squad 32, a team manager from Pleasanton, California, played 2 years, then studied abroad in Portugal for a year and returned as a manager. He's heading to Navy Dive School, Fabio Salviani. From Squad 6, another team manager from Irvine, California, played 3 years and became a team manager this year, going to work in nuclear missiles operations, Ben Gomez. From squad number 30 in Mission Viejo, California, wearing a red cap all 4 years and heading to civil engineering for the Air Force, number 1, Aiden Sandu. From Squad 38, from Arroyo Grande, California, playing in 31 career games, playing all positions for the Falcons in his time here. He's heading to pilot training, number 3, Jack Alexander. From Squad 29 in Corona, California, playing in 58 games, none bigger than the 3rd place a game his sophomore year at the conference tournament, earning WWPA All-Freshman Team and WWPA All-Conference Team. Going to be a combat systems operator, number 1, James Burke. From Squad 33 in Los Altos, California, has played in so far 61 career games, named to the WWPA All-Academic Team twice. He's going to be an intel officer, number 6, Ian Shepard. Hailing from Ann Arbor, Michigan, from Squad 12, playing in 73 career games, a 3-time WWPA All-Academic Team and 2017 Academic All-American. He's heading to pilot training, number 16, Jason Hires. Another member from Squad 12 from Yucaipa, California, playing in 78 career games, 2nd team All-Conference last season and team MVP last year, current team captain, and heading to be a munitions and missile maintenance officer, number 721, Campbell Harris. The athletic department and water polo coaching staff would like to thank all of you seniors Brown would like to thank you all for making your time here value added to the long blue line of water polo players and leaving this program better than you found it. The one word that I feel like describes all of you is my favorite to live by: integrity. Thank you, seniors. Teams, you have 2 minutes. Officiating today's game, Mr. Freddie Sicard and Mr. Connor Roberson.
Getting ready to start game number 2 of this series along with my broadcast partner Jimbo Doherty. Game number 2 between the Air Force Academy and CBU, California Baptist University. How about that? The seniors get the tip. How about that? And that is Jack Alexander who got it. Well, Jimbo, a lot of emotion in that pool right now.
Yeah, you're certainly right. We got an all-senior starting lineup with the addition of Henry Abbott and Grant Snyder. Henry Abbott clinching the victory last game, and Grant, who was also fundamental in the win.
He certainly was that. Here is a dump down low. Campbell Harris trying to get a hold of it. There's an opportunity for maybe a shot, and the shot clock expired. Turnover will go to California Baptist University. I think that's still Gabe Thorne in the net for the Lancers. For Air Force, it is going to be James Burke who will get the start. Aiden Sandu is scheduled to take over in the second quarter. Here's the first shot, and it's 1-0 as the score is by P.J. McDonough. P.J. McDonough, what a series he's had so far. It'll be interesting to see, Jimbo, just how much the sentimentality will last in this game. Certainly the first couple of quarters, and then maybe he might start, Coach Ryan Brown might start bringing his plays. There's an opportunity for an equalizer, and it's going to go high and wide. Campbell with a smile on his face, he knew it.
Yeah, it was a good look. He just couldn't finish the ball there.
The seniors got quite the ovation when they hit the pool. And now the CBU with a shot that goes a little bit wide.
That's number 5 with the second shot in a row.
Yeah, McDonough.
Looks like Henry Abbott swimming down to the 1 spot. Jason Hires with the ball. See Jack Alexander coming over with a look.
Getting down low, and
That's a goal.
An equalizer. How about that? A nice little bounce shot by Corey Tanis, I believe, got that. Or was that Jack Alexander?
Yeah, that was Jack Alexander with the goal
There you go. Jack gets the equalizer, and we are paired at 1.
It looks like they're following the same strategy they did last game, just a bunch of drives, trying to get a good look in front of the cage.
We mentioned a little bit earlier about some of the parents in attendance here. I'd like to remind everybody that in consultation with the United States Air Force Academy public health professionals, we are allowing a limited number of cadets and player guests to intercollegiate home events. The Air Force Academy and all intercollegiate athletic events remain closed to the public. Let us hope that all of this will be done by graduation. Here's a shot that's blocked, and I believe that is Gabe Thorne still in the pipes for CBU. 1-1 our score. Zach Zetz, left side, and he puts it past James Burke. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Lancers. Let us hope that a lot of these parents who couldn't make it for the ceremony today will be able to be in Falcon Stadium for graduation in May, and will be able to hear the magic words that every cadet, including you, Jimbo, is waiting to hear. And in your particular case, it'd be class of 2022.
Yeah, not soon enough.
You are dismissed. Not soon enough. That's a cadet for you. You are dismissed.
The golden words.
Yes, sir, it is.
Into Campbell.
Campbell Harris ties it up with a shot in the corner.
Huge step out to a good shot there.
You know, Jimbo, I've learned something in doing games here at the Air Force Academy. If you want to get the real information, ask a cadet. I'm telling you right now.
That's exactly right.
They can tell you the time. They can tell you when they will be on the getting ready to march on. Actually, I had a cadet, I think it was about 2 years ago. I said, so when do you graduate? He didn't know. I said, I would think that would be etched on your calendar somewhere. Massive substitutions now for Air Force. And I don't know if that includes the goal or not. I can't really get a look at the cap. I think they're keeping Burke in. But now the familiar lineup that we saw earlier today in a 15-14 double OT win. 6 seconds left to go. How about that? A steal. Air Force
Gavin
right
Jones
back.
playing defense behind the center there.
Well, here we go, folks. Second verse, same as the first, as we saw this action this morning. Here is Ian Christie who brings it up. Works off to the right side. Open shot there if they want it.
Gavin Jones with an offensive foul there. It's going to be CBU's ball down the court now.
We are about 3 minutes into the game here at the United States Air Force Academy. Jeffrey Orman along with you, along with Jimbo Doherty, senior day. Down low, steal by Air Force.
Gavin's going to be kicked out. It's going to be a 6-on-5 for CBU here.
Power play coming up. Just waiting for their opportunity, and almost a steal by Air Force, an attempted steal, I should say. Shot and in the corner, and CBU takes the lead 3-2. Hunter Barnett with the score. He scored in the first game as well. Christie. Alex Herjoy in the water now for Air Force. As Coach Ryan Brown starting to bring his regulars back into the fight. Well, so much for sentimentality.
It's Corey Tanis in center, trying to get a look.
Yeah, there you go. Dump down low.
Corey with a
Nice
quick
backhander. What a no-look that was. Corey Tanis with a backhander, and I don't think he even looked. He just fired it. Nice backhander.
You can't leave that kid open. He will score.
Pair of threes up. That was pretty. That was pretty. CBU making some substitutions now. Cole Copperrood in the lineup now for the Air Force Academy. James Burt continues to be in the goal for Air Force on senior day. Aiden Sandu scheduled to take over in the second quarter. CBU trying
Number
to,
5 driving.
there's a shot and score.
And number 5, I think that's his second goal today, or of this game.
PJ McDonough, he had a good first game, and he's just picking up where he left off. So here come the Falcons. Christie with the ball being worked on by number 11. That's Joseph Griffin. Trying to center. Throws it back. Christie. And he wants to take a shot. Hits the left side of the goal. No goal. And it'll be picked up by Thorne.
That was a really well-placed shot. It just was unlucky. Just didn't go in.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this morning when they needed him, they got him, though. And a whistle. Might have an exclusion here.
Ejection on Ian Christie there.
Ian out of San Anselmo, California. So another power play opportunity for CBU. Can they capitalize? They look like they want to take a shot. There it is, and they got it. Swimming back up, number 11. That's Joseph Griffin. And CBU with a 2-goal lead as they scored the last 2. Lancers in the first game took the lead in the fourth quarter. They had 2 leads the entire game before Air Force pulled it out.
Yeah, one thing CBU is really good at is moving that ball really quickly and getting the goalie off their legs.
Indeed. They staged a couple of good comebacks as well. Sam Fuller with a dump down low. Jason Hires works it off to the left side.
Swinging it over to the 5 for Henry Abbott.
And what a game he had, huh?
Oh, yeah. 2 goals in overtime to clinch the win.
Absolutely. Game tire and a game winner. Maybe the unsung hero of that game, maybe the most valuable player, even though I gave it to A.J. Kuipers. He had a great game in the net. He really did. Air Force trying to force him outside. Lancers trying to extend their lead to 3 goals. There's a feed down low.
It's going to be an ejection on Alex Herjoy in center defender spot there. 6-on-5 for CBU.
And they scored the last time they had the power play. Can they do it again? Up high they go. Left side.
You drive down on number 20.
There's a shot and another score for the Lancers. Hunter Barnett with a score. And suddenly, CBU is on a 3-0 run here as they have made it a 6-3 game. Ryan Brown saying in our post game, we still have some work to do. The Falcons have now won 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5. Senior Day here at the United States Air Force Academy.
It's going to be a drive across from Grant Snyder down to the 5 spot.
Alex Herjoy trying to get it down to him. Grant Snyder being absolutely, well, I can't even see him when the ball's being taken away. And there's number 20, that's Zach Lowery. We talked a little bit about him in that first game. Senior Day or not, the Lancers want this one. Trying to center it, tipped away, shot, and I think he got a block. He got a block. Burke knocks it away, his first save of the afternoon. And here come the Falcons.
Ten seconds till the end of the quarter here. Falcons are kind of trying to make something out of these last 7 seconds here.
5
Campbell
seconds,
Harris
you're going to
down
have
low.
to fire. Oh, he's got a shot right there. Oh,
There
that
it
was a
is.
layup right there, folks. Campbell Harris finally breaks the drought for the Falcons. Well, you'll take those gimmies any way you can get them. 2 seconds left to go in period number 1.
Yeah, it's hard to stop that kid. Campbell Harris, he's a big boy. Definitely can get on his legs and put the ball away.
And that is the end of quarter number 1. Campbell 6'5", 210 pounds to underscore that thought. End of 1. The Lancers lead 6-4. We'll be back with the second quarter when we return after this. You're watching Air Force Academy Water Polo on Falcon Vision. Getting ready to start the second quarter. I'm Jeffrey Orman, along with a member of the Thunderbird Squadron, Jimbo Doherty. We're just kind of talking about, I went to military school, and of course, Jimbo being a second classman here at the United States Air Force Academy. Amazing the similarities, Jimbo.
Yeah.
6 in the morning, the bells go off, and you have 5 minutes. Oh, Lord.
Yep, brings me to my feet every time.
Yeah. I thought you had a great line at the break. Hey, Mom, you want me to get up? Just hit Reveille. I got it. Oh, man. Here we go with the second quarter sprint. The Air Force Academy Falcons moving left to right as we look at them here at the natatorium.
Grant Snyder sprinting once again.
Here we go, and waiting for the ball. There it is, and Grant Snyder gets it for the Falcons. It'll be Grant Snyder. Jason Hires now has it. I believe Henry Yevitt is in the pool. Ian Shepard, from what I can pick up.
They're going to do a 1-2 pick on that 1-2 side over there.
So there will be a change in goalie. Aiden Sandu will get the call. They try to dump it down low. Here's a scramble for it and a steal by the Lancers.
Looks like the Lancers are going to be up in the middle of the pool here as Campbell's trailing behind after that play.
Campbell trying to cover. Here is number 5. That says P.J. McDonough. I think we've called his name so many times. Let's see if he has had a pretty good series so far. 7 seconds left. There's a shot and knocked away. How about that? Aiden Sandu. Aiden got a little bit of playing time last year. Appeared in a game for us, and then turned right around and became a broadcaster.
That's going to be an ejection on Jason Hires there at center defender.
That is the 3rd time the Falcons are coming up shorthanded. Once again, a power play for the Lancers.
I'd assume they're going to be looking for number 5 here. Yep.
And Aiden Sandu with another save. That's 2 for Aiden. All right. I know we're not supposed to cheer for the team, but you know, Aiden helped me do games last year. I gotta cheer for the guys here. Here is a punch out by Thorne. Ball is loose. So here come the Lancers on the attack.
Looks like we got number 20 in the middle there with number 17.
Well, that is going to be Zach Lowery, number 20. Off now to Caleb Taroka. He had a goal today. They try to feed it down low. Shot is blocked by Air Force. Scramble in the water, and Air Force comes up with it. They get the steal. Aiden Sandu.
Yeah, that was another good crash back by Air Force defense.
And he throws the ball up to Campbell Harris. Campbell Harris working the right side after taking the pass from Jason Hires.
Jason Hires with the drive down into center. Grant's looking for him. Sam Fuller with the ball now.
There's a
with
shot, a
great
skip shot on a dandy. Oh boy, that was great. Sam Fuller, that one was skipped right in the left corner, and it's now 6-5.
Yeah, Sam Fuller has a cannon for an arm. You saw him taking those 5-meter shots last game because we know he can put the ball away.
He certainly did there, and he had some smoke on that. Campbell Harris now checking out of the pool, along with Jason Hires. And at the 5:14 mark before intermission, Lancers in front by 1. McDonough had that ball, throws it out to the right side.
It's going to be another ejection on Henry Yavitt there. CBU 6-on-5.
I'm guessing Ryan Brown cannot be too terribly happy with all these power play opportunities as an easy tap in for the Lancers, and that is number 11, Joseph Griffin. 2-goal lead now for the Lancers. Lancers a 2-goal lead. That's the biggest they've had so far, I do believe.
Yeah, CBU, they're really good at converting those 6-on-5 into goals.
Ian Shepard. Gavin Jones. Gavin, does he have a look? Well, the ball knocked away from him and a steal to the Lancers. Flipping it back to Thorne.
Looks like number 18 for the Lancers are going to be up on the right there.
That would be Ian Ascoto.
That's going to be an offensive call there. Corey Tanis is going to pick up the ball. He's going to pass it back to Henry Yavitt.
There's Henry, who was definitely the hero of the game in game one. Sam Fuller, and there's a whistle away from the ball, I think. And
It's going to be an offensive call on Gavin Jones over on the 1-2 side there, holding his defender.
Ian Escoto, first time we've had a chance to call his name, did not make an appearance in the first game. Trying to center it. Again, working the right wing. Falcons trying to pack it down low. Here's a dump inside.
It's going to be another ejection for Air Force Falcons. That's Gavin Jones going to the box, playing center defender, got an ejection there. It's going to be a lot of ejections for the Air Force Falcons already so far this game.
It
in just
has
the second
been.
Period.
Yes, it has been. Still some time on the clock. Air Force putting some pressure on. There's a shot, hits the side of the goal, rebounded out. And again, the Falcons dodge the bullet, so to speak. Here comes Jason Hires up the side.
Ian Shepard down at the 5. Looking for Sam Fuller in the center there.
Stolen away by number 8, Zach Zetz. Not the same intensity that we saw in the first game. But you got to admit, you have to guess that after what we saw in the first game, both teams have got to be dragging anchor a little bit. I mean, that was a classic. Another shot. Too high. Off the top of the crossbar. Rebound goes to the Lancers.
Attempted ball under by Grant Snyder. It's going to be an offensive call for CBU. Ball's put in play by Grant.
Falcons trailing it by 2. We're at the 2:43 mark here in the first half. Here's Hires, who will chase it down.
Ian Shepard's
Hires
driving across
centering
for Corey Tanis in the middle.
And a shot and a score. Corey Tanis puts it in. 7-6.
Just like the first game, there's a lot of back and forth between these two teams here.
A couple of substitutions. Cole Copperwood coming into the game. Probably have, 4 in, 4 out for Air Force, it appears. Looks like we're going to have almost a whole new lineup in there. Here's Sam De La Cruz in the lineup, and he's going to put pressure on number 9, Joseph Starr. Sam did not play in the first game, so a chance to see the first-year player for Air Force in action.
It's going to be an ejection on Alex Herjoy. I believe that's his second ejection of the game.
Knocked away by Aiden Sandu. That's 3 saves, I think, unofficially. How about the work in the goal for Aiden Sandu?
Yep, his nickname is The Wall, so that's what we'd expect out of that kid.
And it gets past him. Aiden, I thought, had that one, and it gets past him, and a score for CBU.
Yeah, it was a great shot by CBU. Aiden looked like he got a hand on it. I think it just had an unlucky spin to it.
Sure did, yeah. Copperwood, Christie.
Sam Daylaw going into center here.
Herjoy in the lineup now. Looks like Sam De La Cruz.
CBU is going to do a 4-5 drop here. Number 9 center defender going to be kicked out for CBU. It's going to be Air Force's 6-on-5 here.
Joseph Starr, that should be the first power play opportunity for the Falcons. Can they capitalize? They would be within a goal if they do. Christie working that ball around. There's a shot too high. Alex Herjoy getting a little too high with that one. And here come the Lancers. Lancers trying to beat the Falcons down to the other end of the pool, but the Falcons was a great defensive reach in and a steal. That was a beauty.
That was a great steal by Grant Snyder. He's known for those sneaky little steals from behind.
Grant Snyder, you talk about an all-around player. Oh, here's a nice pass to Christie. Christie inside the 6-meter line. Copperwood trying to wind and fire, nothing there. Send it back.
There's
8
Cole.
seconds. There's a shot and a score. Cole Copperroot, how about that? Cole Copperroot, he's a freshman out of Altaloma, California. So he gets in the scoring book. 2 in, 2 out, I think, for Air Force now on the substitution. Campbell Harris checking in.
Looks like we have Sam De La Cruz playing center defender here.
Well, getting a little experience for the 4th classman.
Yeah, we have 3 freshmen on the lineup right now. Ian Christie, Cole Cuppard, and Sam De La Cruz.
I'll tell you what, that's great for Coach Brown because he has a chance to do a lot of mix and match. And, of course, after the intensity of that first game, why not play some of the 4th classmen? Lowery, try to
Pass
dump
into
it down
center
low.
there. Kicked out. 6 recovers the ball.
Got 4 seconds. A shot blocked
Aiden
by
Sandu.
Sandu.
The
wall.
Another huge block by Aiden. We're going to kick it out to the 4-5 side here.
Aiden the Wall Sandu. He's only, I think, allowed 1 goal. That's about 4 saves, I think, 3 or 4. He's
Yeah.
having a game.
A great game.
Long shot. That's not even going to come close. So we have hit the halfway point in this senior day, and the Lancers of California Baptist University lead the Air Force Academy Falcons 8-7. We'll be back with second half action when we return right after this. You are watching Air Force Water Polo on Falcon Vision. Back once again at the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy. I'm Jeffrey Orman along with my broadcast partner Jimbo Doherty. Quick look at the numbers here. Right away we're ready to start the second half of play. Air Force has had 14 shots on goal, CBU 18. Power plays, here's a big story here, Jimbo. 4 for 7 for CBU, 0 for 1 for Air Force. Tanis, Harris, Kupperud, Fuller, and Alexander each with 1 goal. Barnett with 3, McDonough with 2. He's got 6 on the series so far. And the wall, Aiden Sandu, 6 saves. 6 saves. Air Force moving right to left.
Looks like we're going to have AJ in goal for the Falcons now.
I think that was pretty much the game plan. So Aiden Sandu, if he is going to bow out, he bowed out rather nicely with 6 saves.
Looks like Grant Snyder sprinting again.
And this time it goes to the Lancers of CBU.
Number 17, that should be Riley Baumgartner there.
Yep. Air Force stretching it out. Sam Fuller in the pool. There's Campbell Harris. Grant Snyder as they try to attack the goal, trying to center it. Knocked away by A.J. Kuipers. Yeah, no problem there. I'll just take a little break and come back and did what I did last time.
Yeah, that was just a phenomenal block by A.J. Looking up the pool now, I think he's going to look for Jason Hires there in the center. Alex Herjoy down the line on the 5 spot.
Attacking the goal.
Maybe getting a shot out of this.
There's a shot and a score. How about that? We're tied at 8. Well, one thing we've noticed right away, Jimbo, the Falcons were shut out in the third quarter of the first game. They already lead 1-0 here in the third. Ryan Brown getting a chance to look at a lot of people here in the second game. I think just about everybody's played.
Here's an ejection on number 12, Alex Herjoy, so it's going to be 6-on-5 for CBU.
That can't make him too happy. Trying to drive off to the left side. Barnett.
Number 17 inside the 2-meter there. It's going to be an offensive call, so it's Air Force's ball now. Looking for Sam Fuller on the right side.
He's got the ball now.
Jason Hires in the middle. Campbell Harris, inside turn possibly.
They'll be surprised if Campbell lets fly with what, boy, they practically had him hog-tied back there, and it's taken away by the Lancers. Don't think you want to mess around with a guy who's going to be doing missile maintenance at the end of his.
No, I don't think so.
Trying to work off to the right side.
Drive across, looking for the inside.
I think Zach Lowery trying to get in position in the center. 6 seconds on the shot clock, just underway.
It's going to be an ejection on number 16, Jason Hires. CBU with another 6-on-5.
Oh, my. That'll reload the shot clock. There is a shot. It hits the left side.
Number 1 here, a shot.
And a rebound and a shot and a score. It's number 7, Hunter Barnett.
CBU converting another 6-on-5 into a goal. They've been really good at that these past 2 games. With the amount of 6-on-5s I've seen this game, I wouldn't be surprised if there'd be a lot of swimming sets on Monday for the Falcons.
Well, if my stats are correct, they should be 6 for 9 in power play goals. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Jimbo. There might be some serious lap swimming going on. Little confab here at the scores table just below us here. And whatever it is to everybody's satisfaction.
We got Corey Tanis going into center for this play here.
Fuller with the ball. I believe that's Sam.
Ball dished out to Henry Abbott at the 4 spot. Down to the 5 for Sam De La Cruz.
So
they
they move
across for a drive from 1.
Looks like Sam De La Cruz are moving him around a little bit there, Jimbo. I think he was playing the center spot for a while, was he not?
He was. It looks like we got 2 centers in there. Corey Tanis and Sam De La Cruz. Ball stolen from Cole Cuppard there.
Up the pool they come with Cameron Cullen. Almost a 2-on-2.
Looks like they're going to look for number 11 here.
And it's knocked away by A.J. Kuipers.
That's going to be a 5-meter shot for CBU.
And that will be the first penalty shot of the day. Not of the day, but of the game. Well, actually, this might be the first penalty shot of the day for CBU. I don't recall them getting one. Well, yeah, they did have one in the first game. I beg your pardon. And let's see who will be taking it. It'll be Lowery, Zach Lowery. 1-on-1 with A.J. Kuipers. The whistle blows, the shot is taken, and it's in the right corner. And once again, CBU with a 2-goal lead at 10-8 here in the third.
That was a really well-placed shot by Zach there. Slipped it right under AJ's arms.
And here we go.
Sam Fuller with the ball up top.
Tanis tapped it back to him. They're trying to extend him towards the backside of the pool.
Looks like
and
we got to drive across from Cole there down to the 5 spot.
Now if they can work themselves around, try to center a little bit.
Henry Abbott open up at the 4. He's going to throw it down inside the 2 line. It's going to be an offensive call.
Good offensive, or good defensive play by the Lancers there, who lead it by 2, 10-8. That's been the biggest lead they've had. Cameron
CBU
Cullen
up
taking it
4-2.
down to the right side. Cullen possibly 1-on-1 with Kuipers. Is he going to try one? Yes, he is, and he scored, and no goal. Inside the 5-meter line, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like the number 8 was inside the 2-meter line there.
Yep,
when,
2-meter line, yep. Possible
gonna be up
1-on-1
here.
on the other side here.
Looking for the foul, looks like.
And a
Great
shot to score. Cole Copperroot had a 1-on-1 with Mr. Thorne, and he stuck him with a goal. You could see that play developing.
Oh, yeah. Cole, just being a freshman, you can tell he's gained a lot of experience in just these few months of playing on the Air Force team.
Yeah, he was just going to say, hey, let me show you what I got. So it's 10-9 in favor of the Lancers from California Baptist University, a team that the Falcons will play next weekend there in Riverside. Here is Grant Snyder putting a little heat on number 14. That's Nicholas Flemington. Trying
Sam
to
De La
center.
Cruz playing some really good defense down at the center defender spot. Drew an offensive foul there. He looks like he's going to be up in the middle of the pool.
Off to the right side, see if anybody's open. Oh, still pretty tight defense being played by the Lancers.
Corey Tanis driving across into the center spot.
Falcons trying for the equalizer here. Kind of like a role reversal in the first game. Possible shot.
An offensive call on Corey Tanis.
Yeah,
there.
they did. Yeah, they did. As I mentioned before, a little bit of a role reversal here. It was California Baptist that was playing catch-up. Falcons doing that here in the second game.
Grant Snyder going to stay on the other half here. Looks like CBU is going to bring one of their players back to guard him. Ball entered.
There's a
Good
shot
block by
blocked.
AJ.
Yep, another good move by Kuipers.
CBU center is trailing behind Corey Tanis now. They should be up in the middle of the pool on this possession here.
Well,
Into Ian Christie.
yeah, Christie
He's gonna
has a
lock it in.
look, and he's going to let one go, and hits the side of the post and rebounds into the hands of CBU. Thorne in particular.
It's going to be a kick out on number 14.
That would be Nicholas Flemington. Somebody is capless down there.
It's going
And
to
a
be a
timeout
timeout
will
for
be
Air Force
called. Yep.
Falcons there.
And we will have a timeout as Ryan Brown wants to take a look at something here. 3 minutes left to play in the third period.
Ian Christie with 2 well-placed shots, but unfortunately the bar is not his friend today.
Yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to have the home pool advantage, aren't we?
I know.
What's the story here? Let's take this up with the Secretary of the Air Force. We got to, got to widen the cage a little bit or something there. All right, little timeout. What's being discussed right now, Jimbo?
Well, it looks like he's going to run some sort of 6-on-5 play. Depending on, again, if you see those lefties in there, we could be having something on the 4-5 side going down, but I would say most likely we're looking for Grant Snyder on the 1-2 or a post play.
You're looking at the Air Force huddle down here. Let's see how the Falcons will come out of the timeout. Looks like Sam De La Cruz is going to stay in.
I think one of the keys here on having a good 6-on-5, you see with CBU doing a lot, is they move the ball really quick. Hopefully we see some of that on this 6-on-5 for the Air Force team.
Indeed. Grant Snyder now, let's see. Grant Snyder looked like Sam Fuller made an entrance. Campbell Harris is in there.
Sam De La Cruz and Cole Cuppert are going to be stepping out.
Now they're going to put a couple of the young'uns in there. A couple of the freshmen will get a look. And in a 10-9 game with 3 minutes left to play in the third. Activating the ball is A.J. Kuipers. Falcons looking for the equalizer, going off to the left side.
Henry Abbott at the 1 spot. Sam Fuller up at 4.
Shot.
Grant Snyder with a quick drive in and a shot. Unfortunately, doesn't go in.
Probably
CBU.
got a little bit, yeah. A little too much water, maybe? Here they come on the break. Number 17, Riley Bumgardner. Bumgardner on the right side. Off to Zach Lowery.
Looks like they're trying to swing it to get the ball in the center for number 11.
That's been pretty much their,
That's their
modus
game plan.
operandi through the whole game. Another stop by Kuipers. Oh, man, he's having a series. A.J. Kuipers. A.J., a sophomore from San Diego.
Yeah, AJ's really stepped up this season. It used to be Anthony Tolbert in the cage. It looks like AJ's taken that leading spot. Looking into Jason Hires.
Let's see, and Jason Hires disappears under the
Foul.
water.
We
got a
Corey
whistle.
Tanis up top.
Tanis
shot.
fires, and again the post is not friendly. Oh, man. There's some frustration. That would have been the equalizer right there. 1:49 left to play in the third. Zach Lowery coming up. Let's see if it's
Jason
good.
Hires is going to cover him. Drive
Try to-
down from 3.
Try to clog that middle up a little
Looking for
bit.
center again.
Dumping
he's
it
getting
down
it.
low, and there's a shot, and this one gets past A.J. Kuipers, and now it's a 2-goal lead once more.
That was a nice left-handed hook there from number 11. Looks like CBU is now going to be up 2. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third period.
That has been their largest lead of this particular game so far, 11-9. Ian Shepard checking into the game now for Ryan Brown's team. Of course, there is Snyder back there. Fuller taking the pass in the backside of the pool. And again, an attempted steal, batted up in the air. There'll be a mad swim for this one. And a whistle. Lancers have it.
It's going to be a drive down with number 11 again.
And he shoots and he scores, number 11. That's Joseph Griffin.
Little celebration there from number 3.
Yes, he was. Oh, I beg your pardon. Cameron Cullen, I'm sorry. Misidentification, and now the Lancers with a 3-0 run.
And that's the biggest lead they've had today.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. Well, you sure don't want to blow the game on senior day, but a lot of mix and match here for the Air Force Academy Falcons. Here's a dump down low. Once
Sam
again, they're going
Fuller.
to challenge a big guy. Fuller can't get it done. Thorne gets his hand on it.
with 2 guys on him, he was still able to get up and shoot the ball. Unfortunately, it just didn't go his way.
So the Falcons with 33 seconds left to play here in period number 3, trying to get a stop. A shot and nothing there. Angel Sanchez was trying to pull the trigger on that one. 15 seconds, probably time to get a feed and a shot. They're going to have to go long distance.
Looks like
9
they're looking
seconds.
for Campbell Harris.
Campbell
It's going to be an
middle.
ejection.
Yep.
Number 2, Angel Sanchez.
Here we go. Opportunity.
2
Shepard
seconds.
fires,
There's a
and
shot.
again.
Beautiful shot from Ian Shepard with the near side skip bar in.
How about that? Right at the buzzer.
End of the
Well,
quarter,
folks,
it's going to be 12-10, CBU leading.
We'll be back for the final 8 minutes right after this. You are watching Air Force Water Polo. This is Falcon Vision. And here we go with the 4th and final quarter. Jeffrey Orman along with you from the Cadet Natatorium, along with my partner Jimbo Doherty. Well, Jimbo, we talked about this at the break. We got another tight one here, senior day, and almost like a role reversal with Air Force playing catch-up with California Baptist. Yeah, let's have another overtime. What do you think? Here we go, 4th quarter sprint. This ought to be easy. And it is. And this time it's won by Zach Lowery as California Baptist University moving from your left to your right, and a 2-goal lead. They've had a 3-goal lead. That's the biggest margin they've had so far.
Here's Jason Hires doing just a, well, it was a really good job center defending. He just got kicked out now, so it's going to be CBU 6-on-5 here.
Oh, I'll tell you. How many is that today?
Well, I think it's too much in Coach Brown's book.
I'll guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. Trying to score on the power play. Lowry with the ball, waving it around. Center, shot too high. So Air Force dodges that one. And AJ, oh, wait a minute. Have we got a change in goal there?
Also AJ, Anthony Tolbert
Okay, yep.
in cage there.
So Anthony Tolbert will make a switch. So we've seen them all. We've seen all 4 goalies for Air Force today.
All 4.
So, and it's still a tight match.
They've all done a really good job, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Here is Zach Lowery coming up the pool. 12-10 with time remaining here in the fourth. We're at 6:46, just underway in the fourth. Lowery had an idea, says nose. 2 seconds, 1 second, and a shot and a score right at the buzzer.
Unfortunately, he got a hand on it, but just ended up bouncing off and going in the cage.
Hunter Barnett.
That was a well-placed shot by number 7 there.
13-10 now. Once again, the Lancers with a 3-goal lead. Cupperrood, Tanis, trying to pick up the rest of them here as they swim upstream. Gavin Jones, Henry Yevett. We haven't really had a chance to talk about Henry Yevett and the performance he had in game 1. Talk about stepping up tall.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a rocky start, but I'll tell you, he really showed up big in those overtime periods.
Maybe a little Yevett magic might work right about now. There's 3 seconds left, and they're just going to dump it out and turn it over to California Baptist University. Here come the Lancers. Looks like Joseph Griffin wants to get in position in this center spot.
Looks like the centers is setting to the 4-5 side. They're going to work that 4-5 drop.
Here's Riley Bumgardner. I think he's had one today. There's a shot knocked away. Great block.
Ian Christie there with a huge shot block. Looks like Henry Yavett's fighting for inside water on the sprint there.
Well, how about a little Henry Yevett magic? We saw it in the second overtime. Let's see what we've got here. Does that magic continue? There's a shot off the. Cup that thing down. I'm telling you right now, they got a. Gee, how many balls have we seen hit the left side of that goal? That's at least 3 by my unofficial count. We don't keep, you know. I'm going to have to start putting little marks here on the rail here. That's at least 3 that have hit that side.
We go looking for the center once again.
Throw off to the right side again. There's 3 seconds. They're going to have to do something here. And another
big block
deflection.
By Anthony Tolbert.
Anthony with a good play. Anthony Tolbert. Anthony, a junior. He's in your class, obviously, from Clovis, California. So we have a couple of, I think the goal position is going to be well in hand for a while.
It's like number 7's trying to get a post spot there on the 1-2 side.
Zach Lowery.
It's going to be an ejection on Ian Christie.
Once again, a power play opportunity, 6-on-5, and they've done very well with that, have the Lancers. Thank you very much. A little communicating, trying to set everybody up. Zach Lowery trying to come through, off to the right side, still some time on the clock. Dump down low to Lowery. Lowery pumping it, and he fires and shoots and scores. Zach Lowery. 14-10 now in favor of the Lancers. And it looks like Sam Fuller will be coming in for the Falcons, and Ian Shepard might be making his appearance in the pool for Ryan Brown. And we'll have a timeout called. We'll take one as well. 14-10, 4:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back with more water polo action. You're watching Air Force Academy Water Polo. This is Falcon Vision. Jeffrey Orman along with Jimbo Doherty. The final 4:17 here in the fourth quarter. As California Baptist University has a 4-goal lead, 14-10. Just had a timeout called. Final game of this series will be tomorrow morning, Valentine's Day, at 10 o'clock. And that is Mountain Standard Time. And we're supposed to get a little weather moving in. Oh boy, oh boy. What did we hear? It was supposed to be how cold tomorrow, Jimbo?
Oh, well, it's set at 10 p.m. I think either tonight or tomorrow night. It's supposed to be just the temperature is -15.
Hey, that's just great.
With the wind chill, it could be -20 or -30.
Absolutely.
Perfect Valentine's Day weather.
I mean to tell you. Here is a shot, and it is. I thought it looked blocked, and it is. Another great play by Mr. Thornton. Yeah, thank goodness we have a natatorium. Cameron Cullen bringing it up the other way. Now they swing it off to the right side.
Looks like going to be inside the 2 meters on
Yep.
number 9 for CBU. Air Force's ball down the pool here.
All right, need a little magic here from the Air Force Academy Falcons on this senior day.
Campbell Harris down at the 5 spot with the ball.
Campbell
Looking
trying
inside there. It's going to be an ejection on number 8. Henry Abbott drawing that ejection.
Well, that's good news indeed, because now the Falcons have a chance to score a power play goal. That's been a rarity today, at least in this game. Here is trying to set it up. What's Campbell Harris? Let's fly! And he scores.
You can't leave him open.
And the Falcons now within 3 as Campbell Harris gets his second goal of the game, I think.
Looks like Ian Shepard's getting subbed in here for Corey Tanis.
His first goal of the game, I beg your pardon, number 1.
We have number 11 going into center for CBU again.
That's Joseph Griffin.
Gavin Jones going to be guarding him.
And here we go as
Ian Shepard's going to drop off the number 5 spot.
feed off to the right side, trying to get inside. They couldn't handle the pass, and it's going to be a turnover here to Air Force.
They're going to be up on that right side there with Campbell Harris and Henry Abbott.
They sure are. It looks like a possible 2-on-1. Campbell really beating the water. Has he got an opportunity? He wants to set it up front.
It's going to be a 5-meter shot there. Gavin Jones doing a good job of getting inside water on that number 11 defender in the middle of the pool.
Gavin Jones, yep. Let's see if Campbell will take the foul shot. It appears that will be the case.
It's going to be Campbell Harris with the 5-meter shot.
Waiting for the whistle. Here we go.
An amazing shot by Campbell Harris, left side bar in.
The old pool hall bank shot.
Campbell Harris, as I said earlier, with just a cannon for an arm.
Well, he played it well off that post, and it just went into the right corner of the backside of the net. 14-12 now. Falcons trying to close the gap to 2. Zach Lowery, like Sam Fuller maybe coming out to greet him. Oh, they had a gift there. They got inside. And
quick goal there for CBU.
Yes, it was.
They had a drive down from 2 to 1.
Well, they gave it to Hunter Barnett, and he's been a little bit of a pain in the neck on that side of the goal. He's been very active on that side, and he got himself a dandy right there. 15-12.
This is a very high-scoring game here.
Yes, it is.
27 goals total. 2 minutes and 30 seconds
Yeah,
left
we had-
in the 4th period.
We had 29, and it took us 6 periods to do it. Here is well, I'm not sure what that was, but anyway, it was taken away.
Looks like number 20 might be up on the middle of the pool there.
Up to 18. There's Ian Escoto.
He's going to walk it in.
He's got a look. And
Looking
they
for
want
number
to fire
20.
it to the middle, and score there, and it was number 20. It was Zach Lowery, or are they going to wave it off?
Number 20 getting in trouble there for talking.
Yeah, goal will count. The official on the far side waggling that index finger as if, no, 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 no. The international signal, if you will. In the pool is Sam Fuller, Ian Shepard, Grant Snyder. There's Gavin Jones.
Henry Abbott with the foul up at the 4 spot. He's going to look to swing it over to the 1-2, maybe look for a pass into Campbell Harris.
Now let's see
Over
what
to Gavin Jones. Into Campbell.
And Campbell tried, I think, a backhander there, and it just goes wide.
Looked like the goalie might have got a piece of that, but now it's going to be CBU's ball.
That wouldn't be surprise me. Gabe Thorne has had himself a weekend. Now what do we have here? Are we going to have a timeout called or what?
Looks like they're subbing in some players for CBU.
Yep. Whole bunch of subs coming in. Let's see if Ryan Brown will counter. Gavin Jones will come out. A little discussion with the referee about something.
Looks like their center is setting towards the 4-5 side, which is no surprise.
All right, so here we go. More action with 1:32 left to go. 16-12. Another stoppage of play.
Going to be another yellow card for head coach Ryan Brown.
Oh boy, that's number 2 today, I think. Thomas DeWitt being picked up by Snyder. Excuse me. Game's starting to drag a little bit here. 1:14 left to go. Now the 4 seconds to go, and a shot and knocked away. AJ with another save by, I'm sorry, I keep calling him AJ. I'm sorry, that's Tolbert, Anthony Tolbert knocking it away. Great play by Anthony.
Looks like they're trying to do a pick on the 4-5 side here, get the ball into center. They get it over. Ian Shepard's going to be crashing back into the center. Leaving number 2, Angel Sanchez, open.
Yep, and Angel waving that ball around, and they'll try to get it past Tolbert, and they do. And it's now 17-12. 5-goal lead for the Lancers. DeWitt putting it in the basket.
51 seconds in the game. Looks like they're subbing in Jack Alexander and Sam De La Cruz, along with Ian Christie.
Christie will go in. So the Lancers about 51 seconds away from evening this series. And the rubber game's scheduled to go at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Mountain Standard Time. Final game of the series, and then the lads will head out to Riverside and play each other again. And I think we've got a little timeout here. And with 51 seconds, we'll just go ahead and keep it here. Pretty much a previewed what's going to be happening in the next week or so. Western Water Polo Association Championships to be contested in March, and Air Force goes in at the number 1 seed, courtesy of that 15-14 double OT win earlier today. And that was a battle. Jimbo, I'm wondering, have you noticed whether or not that first game took anything out of Air Force in the second game, or is it pretty much the same intensity, but some missed opportunities down here on our left with the ball hitting the left side of the goal, and just not going in.
Yeah, well, I think since they won the game that counts towards the conference, they were looking to get more of the seniors playing in. Since
Exactly.
it is senior night here, so. But I do think that CBU definitely has gotten a better understanding on what kind of plays they do, how they operate.
Anthony Tolbert will put the ball in play. And the Falcons will just try to kind of make it a little bit more respectable. Christie.
Gavin Jones.
Now Gavin Jones.
It's going to be an ejection on number 21. Into Jack Alexander. He's not going to go. Gavin Jones now with the ball.
Now let's see if Christie can, well, let's see if the Falcons can cut this thing down a little bit. He pumps, he fires, and it's wide right. So California Baptist University, as Tolbert will get the errant pass, and a timeout called. And Ryan Brown will have another chat with his charges. So I'll tell you what, let's do. We'll just go ahead and keep it here. There's only 20 seconds left in the match. And I think what we're hearing from Ryan Brown, he's shouting out the positions that he wants the various players to go.
Yeah, right now I think is the time to kind of experiment with your lineup, see what works, what doesn't.
Campbell Harris is in the pool.
Got Henry Abbott down at the 1 spot.
And Aiden Sandu, I think, is going to come in. If I'm looking at that cap number correctly.
Coach
Nope,
Brown looked like he took a goalie out and put Sam Fuller in a goalie's cap because you're allowed to play the goalie up at the past the half now.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Here's Sam Fuller.
So Sam Fuller wearing that 1C.
Cap 1C.
So they'll pull the goalie.
It's going to be a 7-on-6 for Air Force here.
And if they can make it work, it goes a little high. 6 seconds left to go. California Baptist University, the Lancers will square the series at 1 game apiece. And they'll pretty much just run the timeout here, as that is it. So on senior day, the Lancers of California Baptist University come away with a 17-12 victory over Air Force. And the deciding game of this 3-game series will be played tomorrow morning here at the Cadet Natatorium in 21-degree below zero weather, it appears. But we will be inside. All right, we'll take a break and then have a visit with head coach Ryan Brown. Also, maybe take a look at some of the numbers when we return right after this. California Baptist University wins it by 5. You are watching Air Force Academy Water Polo. This is Falcon Vision. Back once again at the Cadet Natatorium, where California Baptist University has squared the series by defeating the Air Force Academy Falcons 17-12. Joining me now is the head coach of the Falcons, Ryan Brown. Coach, 2 words, power play.
Yes, we got to get better at it. We obviously need to put those away, and they were great on their 6-on-5. They converted a ton at the beginning of the game. Really gave them a good lead. Yeah, they were fantastic. We weren't.
6 for 11 on the power play situation for them, just to underscore that. It was senior day, a very emotional day for a lot of the players playing their final game. Aiden Sandu, the wall, 6 saves today. He led everybody.
Yeah, he played great in the second quarter there. It was great to have him in there, great to have the seniors in there. They all played fantastic, and he did an extra fantastic job in there.
If at all, how much did the first game take out of this team?
Well, I mean, it took it out of both teams, right? I mean, there was a lot of emotion in the first game. I mean, you're down, you're up, you're down, you're up. It was the conference seeding game. But that's no excuse to come out and kind of be slow and sloppy. There's no excuse for that. We got to be better. We got to be sharper. So it was obviously a slower paced game up and down the pool, at least in my opinion. And that had a lot to do with how tired everybody was. Playing at 7,000 feet isn't easy. Even though we live here, it's still not easy for us.
What do you say to the club afterwards? Obviously, you got the work done in the first game. That was the game you wanted, and that was a classic match. But what do you say to this team going into tomorrow morning's matchup?
Similar. I mean, we want to finish the weekend off with a winning record. So we gotta finish off playing at home. We don't have a lot of chances to play at home, so we need to make sure we do so and do it with high quality water polo. So we got to work on ourselves. Still a long season ahead of us. The season's not over. We can't just mail it in. Okay, we gotta still go to the championship. We still gotta win. A lot of things to work on. So tomorrow is this afternoon was start of that. So we still got a ways to go.
My broadcast partner Jimbo Doherty said during the broadcast that with the power play situation, could be a lot of laps being swum on Monday.
Possibly.
Translation, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to be swimming laps on Monday. Coach, thank you. Good luck tomorrow morning. 10 o'clock will be the opening sprint between Air Force and California Baptist. Thanks for stopping by, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ryan Brown, head coach of the Air Force Academy Falcons. As we mentioned, Sandu with 6 saves, Thorne with 7. Campbell Harris with 4 goals to lead Air Force. And for the Lancers was Barnett with 6. So that will wrap it up on this Saturday edition. We will do it again tomorrow morning beginning at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Want to thank a lot of people. Brandon Idle, our director here, Dave Toller, Sports Information Director, of course, Ryan Brown, head coach of the Air Force Academy, for all of their assistance. My broadcast partner, class of 2022, Jimbo Doherty, and a special shout out to the Sports Information Director of California Baptist, Mr. Andrew Shortall. So until we see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I'm Jeffrey Orman, bidding you a very pleasant good evening from the Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy.